Hey guys, Bolt here, and I did not know this until Daco sent this out yesterday, and I did not decide to watch it, but today we are reacting and analyzing Indigo, well, come on, why is it Indigo Park Chapter 2 teaser trailer? I think I'm probably going to do this for a little bit easier. um, Especially with this big of a release for me, anyways. Indigo Park, I think, might be one of the greatest upcoming indie series. Um, I of course it's like ripping on other things that exist, but what started it versus what it is now, it's a lot better than a lot of stuff. Okay, drips of water, some piping. Oceanic Odyssey. Okay, this looks beautiful. And this is rendered in engine. Footage is subject to change. Hmm.
Ready to unlock
Alright. So.
Roblox digital gift card?
Go ahead quickly. Alright, so. Looking at this trailer. Let's see. So. This is probably the first thing we need to look at. So we got a Finley sign. I think we've seen this in chapter 1. We got a bit of fish decoration. I think these are probably like outside windows or very like huge lights. That's a clam with a rambly head. Um, oh, you can see it better there. Looks like this is like so. When you go back to chapter 1, there is, I think there was like a merchandise store after you get off the railway, um, Rambley's Railroad. Um, I think this is kind of like that, but like the introduction to it. Cause at the end of chapter 1, we only kind of walk into one piece of glass to kind of like be a segue into this area. So I think it's gonna be that glass, and then we walk into here. I think this might be the first area. And then these look like kind of like the first pieces because this is just a piece of rock and water. I guess this is mostly for plants. Because I'm not really seeing anything in terms of like fish or anything. Nor do I see anything for them to like put food in or something. So I think this is just a tank that's for decoration, like for plants and rocks. We see something back here, but it's kind of hard to see. I think this might be the next area after that introductory area. All right. Oh, we got caution sign. This is probably like the next piece because we got a classic diving suit here. It's the ghost of Captain Cutler. Zoink Scoob. And then we kind of got what Ban does every single chapter and just like shows all the characters. So we got Salem, Rambley, Molly, Finley, and I think it's Elford. L Lion. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's Lloyd. Okay, Lloyd. Looks like this is kind of a better showing, because chapter 1 it was mostly just debris and like trash and stuff. This shows more of a like, hey, there's plants growing, um, and it's kind of getting out of hand. It looks like we got another thing. I think that might be, because I know there's Molly's bird up. We got a Lloyd cut out there. Looks like some windows. Another Lloyd cut out. This is him in a little tux. Because he's mostly in like ringleader outfits. Indigo Wildlife Initiative, and I think that looks like a goat. And I see this right here, otters. So we're probably penguins. This might be like an aquatic zoo piece. They may have actually went and got animals, and I'm betting that they took some of the animals to crossbreed in genetics to kind of make the mascots real. Kind of like how Ban Ban, they took a person and Juvanium and an animal and crossbreeded it to make it happen. Of course, they just did animals, and some of the animals are still people like Stinger Flynn. He's still got some brains, even though he's just a jellyfish that wants to be out and about. Oh, I just saw the screen flash back here. So we see here, I'll have to. Okay, so we see Rambly on this back screen right here. So it looks like he comes in to the screen, kind of like lean in, and then it might be an advertisement for something. So I think that might be like a food. And then this is the other side of it. So this is so there's the penguins. It looks like we're looking from this corner. We see a sign for the initiative again. Let's see here. I'm not seeing anything. Ooh, koi fish. So this is more aquatic. We have a Finley cut out. More overgrown. I'm guessing that's actual tank for Finley, because there's a little hatch, it looks like, to where someone could get in and out. Like someone could lift this up, either go in or like put food in, and then if they're swimming around, they can use the hatch to get out. Another Finley cut out. Oh, okay, so this is what we're looking at. So he's like leaning over, waves. This is kind of like an alligator design, where like the alligator has like, it doesn't blink, but it has like a film that covers the eye. So this one blinks, it has that little coverage, and then like a normal eye. And then we have an animated version of the logo. And then it's in development. So I did, however, want to take this design and kind of put it side by side with my playthrough of Indigo Park. Because I wanted to see what they did good with, how good they did with Finley's design. So here's my video. I might have to go look for something else. Yeah, let me go look for something else. So I'd like to kind of like put them side by side. Okay, so this right here apparently is what we're looking at for Finley from chapter 1, which I'd say it's more character accurate versus what we have now. Because this just looks like an eel with some different little things to make it a different color. But I guess that kind of makes it more like a monstrous design. Let's go ahead and look up. Because looking at Molly from last chapter, it looks a lot more character-wise. But I think what they were trying to do for this design with Finley was they have Lloyd looking more lioness, where Molly, for the most part, was more character accurate. Where? So, because yeah, I mean like she does look more like a bird than a character, but this definitely makes more sense to be like it's a freak of nature. So it's not gonna be the prettiest thing. But anyhow, I will see you guys in the next one. It looks like basically what we got here was the visuals have been improved. We're seeing more of the park being in like, hey, it's been years since it's been open, so we get to see that more than just some rubble and trash. We get to go around Ocean Odyssey. It looks like it's going to be a lot bigger of a place and a lot more, not so very basic looking. It looks more, they're building a look for the universe more. But anyways, I gotta go get ready for work, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.